I Google everything. I Google movies, I Google medicine, I Google niggas, okay? I Google. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am super excited to be here with you all, talking about my skincare journey, talking about my journey with Tretinoin, and just my entire experience over the past, I would say, 4 or 5 months with my skin. So let's not waste any time. We're getting straight into the video. Backstory. Back in about September, well, late August, early September of 2020, I started experiencing really bad acne, mainly on my forehead, on my chin, and then really on the right side of my cheek, on this cheek. It was extremely bad on my cheek. My forehead would clear up from time to time. My chin would even clear up, but my cheek, I'm just going to insert pictures. I can't really explain. It was just very bad, and it's like my skin would try and get better, but it would never fully go back to the way it was prior to this time. Even more so, I started experiencing a lot of irritation and dryness with my scalp. That'll have to be a whole nother video for pictures and all that craziness. It all happened around the same time, but nevertheless, my cheek was really bad and I had no clue what to do. So I started trying a bunch of over-the-counter products. And by a bunch, I mean about 2 or 3 different things as far as cleansers are concerned, a moisturizer, you know, just things that I could Google really quickly or look up on YouTube that could at least like see if it was working or it would work. That's what I did. So the dermatologist. I had every allergy, food allergy, skin allergy, plant, any type of allergy test that they were willing to give me and could give me on that day, I had done. They took blood. They did everything because I was like, what is wrong? Like, what is going on? I was freaking out. When you go from having complete clear skin, like skin that gets compliments, to like people physically saying like what's going on, like you tend to freak out. I was very self-conscious. I was trying not to overwhelm myself or let it be like the focal point of my existence, because I didn't want to, you know, upset myself more and irritate my skin more. But as you all are seeing these pictures, you can see like why I was like trying to figure out what was going on. So my dermatologist gave me all these tests. Some of them were available, the results were available immediately, and those were like mainly the tests that they did on my arm with different plants and flowers and things, I guess, that I could be allergic to. The food allergies took a long while. I think I got those results back in like early January, not too long ago. And so yeah, the things that I was allergic to in the office, it was just plants, dust that is in the air that is obviously unavoidable. That's something that you will probably hear a lot of people who just have allergies are allergic to. And then a few plants around Georgia, like popular plants around Georgia. So immediately my dermatologist prescribed me an allergy medicine, which I'll put on the screen, the name of it on the screen. He also prescribed me hydrocortisone. He prescribed me Tretinoin, and he prescribed me, or this is not really prescribed, but I got this out of the office. It's a cleanser and then a moisturizer, and these are both from my dermatologist. They're not something you can get at the store. So I'll put a picture up, but it's not gonna do, you know, unless you go to this dermatologist. I don't know how else you would be able to get it. Outside of that, he did offer me the GI peel, and it's pretty much like a skin peel process of about he wanted to do about, I want to say 4 to 6 treatments, depending on, you know, how my skin reacted and those kind of things. I'll actually insert a picture of exactly what my skin looked like the day I visited the dermatologist, which it was like on the worser side, because remember I said my skin would go back and forth, clear up, not, clear up, not. And by clear up, I mean like it would just kind of subside. It would never fully clear up, but it would kind of... Okay, so let me tell you why I decided to wait on using the Tretinoin, and I only opted to use the hydrocortisone because my dermatologist was like, it is heavy, it is strong, be very careful. And then I'm the kind of person, y'all, I Google everything. I Google movies, I Google medicine, I Google niggas, okay? I Google. I'm gonna Google. I need to know what I'm getting myself into, so I Google. And so I googled tretinoin, and by Google I mean YouTube. I looked up on YouTube to see what people's experiences was with it. I also did read a few articles, but for the most part I wanted to like hear how people was experiencing or were experiencing or reacting to, their skin was reacting to this. And for the most part, bananas. YouTube will have you never using tretinoin. I'm not gonna lie, because most people experience the purge. If you don't know what the purge is, long story short, it's pretty much where your skin literally goes crazy before getting better. So it like flares up in acne. You probably get whiteheads everywhere. Some people's skin was literally peeling. I mean shedding, peeling, snake skin peeling, honey, to the point where I was like, yeah, no. One reason, because I was going on vacation again for New Year. I was going to be in Mexico for New Year. And then another really big thing is that everybody's saying that your skin is so sensitive to light. And so specifically the sun. So you have to use sunscreen. But I was like, I don't even want to risk starting it when I know I'm about to go like be in the sun for 4 days straight. So that's why I opted not to use it. But fast forward after, what was it? After New Year, blah, blah. I've been on tretinoin. I've been using tretinoin for about 2 weeks, and I can say that my experience has been the total opposite, I guess. Not the total opposite, but not nearly as close, thank God, as some of the experiences that I watched on YouTube. Specifically, I really don't feel like I've experienced like a really bad purge. I really don't feel like I experienced like an influx of acne or anything like that. And so I'm almost certain that more than anything, my skin was going through like an allergic reaction versus acne. And I say this because when I got my allergy results back, not on top of being allergic to a few things that they found out the day in the dermatologist, the exact day that I went to the dermatologist, but it also came back that I was allergic to like blueberries, Brussels sprouts, things that I was still eating on a regular basis, y'all. So tretinoin, my experience has been, and it's only been 2 weeks, so exactly 2 weeks as of now. So I'm obviously not giving you the long version of my experience, but I had so many people, I watched so many videos where people said their skin reacted immediately and had a purge immediately, almost within like the first week, that I felt like the first 2 weeks is a pretty good experience to share with people. So one thing I want to mention, and a big thing that I feel like has helped me avoid, I guess, the purge, is that I water my tretinoin down. So I've been using it, and I've been actually using the 0.1%. Let's see. So I've been using the 0.1%, and that's the higher percentage. The other one comes in 0.25%. Apparently the 0.1, which is what I have, is the highest percentage, which I don't know why they prescribed me the highest percentage to start off with, but maybe it's because my dermatologist strictly advised me to water it down. And so I wasn't taking no chances, y'all. I watered it down. And so I would like take a dot of the tretinoin, excuse me, and you'll see this in a video. I'm actually going to do like a skincare routine, type of nighttime routine with the actual tretinoin. So you'll see that in another video, but I don't want to include too much in this one. It wasn't too many people where I saw that they were actually adding water. And I think that is a huge way to, or what I'm assuming that has helped with me avoiding the purge stage, and also just avoiding the harsh reaction that your skin can really face if you don't necessarily water down or take the precautions. Because one thing I will say is that my skin was still very sensitive. My skin still, I would do my nighttime skincare routine, and I only used it 3 days a week. So I would use it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every week. So I've been using it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I would wash my face with just like, it would just be water to get my face wet before I even put the cleanser on, and it would sting. It would literally feel like I don't want to say little needles, but like burnt, like some people say like it can burn your skin. Like it kind of felt like my skin was almost being burned essentially. And I don't think it was, I don't know what it was. I don't think it was because I was using too much, or I think it's just because it is a strong product. It's a chemical, it's retin A or whatever it's called. I believe retin A, it's considered a retin A or something like that. I don't know the technical terms. I'm not a dermatologist, but that's what I saw a lot of people call it. So that's what I think it was. It's a very strong medicine for your skin. And so I knew that regardless I would have some kind of irritation, but I was really happy with the fact that I didn't have a purge. My skin, even one night, it got red in certain spots. Like certain spots of my skin was like visibly red, and that's when I was like, okay, what's going on? Because another thing is that I only used it in, I started off only using it on this cheek because it was the worst cheek. I wanted to see how it was going to react. So I literally, for the first week, I only used it on this cheek. And then this past week, I've used it on the cheek and the chin. And then moving forward, I'm going to use it on the cheek, the chin, and the forehead. And then I might use a little here because a little bit of this side of my face did start to kind of have a reaction. But for the most part, this side of my face has stayed clear. But I will say that obviously it's still a product. So while you're only using it over here, when I go and I lay down or when I go and I add moisturizer, like it's naturally mixing in with other stuff. So I do feel like a little of it probably gotten in other space. Texture. So the one thing that I want to say that I've immediately noticed is that the texture of my skin has changed dramatically to the touch, obviously. And my hands are clean, y'all. I just actually did my nighttime routine before this video. I showered and everything. So the texture of my skin, especially this side of my face, has changed dramatically. And I do want to show you all where my skin is at right now. Let's see if I can zoom in. So it's still pretty bad, and hopefully it will change or continue to get better. But as you all can see, this side of my face didn't get as bad. It's pretty much just underneath my chin. And then my forehead. My forehead has cleared itself up almost. And so has a lot of my skin. Essentially, it has just cleared itself up. I mean, as far as just really stopping that, and probably the hydrocortisone has played a huge part in it as well, just because it keeps down the itching and the scratching and the irritation of my skin. And then now, since I've been using the Tretinoin, it has been helping. On top of that, my friends have been seeing improvements. I did want to include that just because it is very, I feel like, reassuring now that like other people are noticing that my skin has started to clear up. Because yeah, your girl was very discouraged for a long time. I'm like, what the heck? I'm never gonna, and I pray still to this day that like somehow that I find whatever needs to be found as far as making my skin look as clear and as smooth with texture as it did prior to this little outbreak. I still couldn't really tell you all what made it happen. I feel like it could be a mix between allergies and adult acne and whatever else, but truthfully, my dermatologist said as you get older, you develop allergies, your skin changes, and things that didn't bother your skin before probably bothers your skin now because you're getting older. So it could be a mix of things. One other thing I did want to mention is that my dermatologist did recommend that I change my fabric softener to like child fabric softener and different things like that. I did not do that because I am hard-headed. Maybe I will one day. I use a sunscreen every single day. I use it more so throughout the daytime. Usually at night after I do my skin, when I do my nighttime skincare routine, I skip the sunscreen step just because I'm going to bed. And sunscreen tends to be a little messy. And I have not found one that does not leave like a white residue. I found one that doesn't leave a harsh white residue, but I haven't found one that doesn't leave any type of color coding to my skin complexion. I don't know, it's weird. So nevertheless, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions about my experience with Tretinoin so far, any questions that maybe are specific to my experience, or if you relate to this video, let me know down in the comments section below. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos specific to skincare, or you want me to keep you updated. Let me know all down in the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next one.